Hey guys, what's up? Let's go ahead and have this conversation. Does CM Punk wrestle? I'm sitting here just floating on the internet, and it just dawned on me since CM Punk came back, he wrestled, got injured, and then didn't wrestle. Wrestled at a PLE with Drew McIntyre. Um, I'm kind of murky on when else he wrestled, and since then he does a lot of talking. So is he like a attraction just for the pay per views? Because I'm seeing under this Triple H era, and I wasn't ready because Triple H asks, "Are you ready?" I'm not ready for no wrestling on a wrestling show, especially from your stars. Now, dare I say, in the Vince McMahon days, everybody was wrestling, but these guys just talk. So while I was sitting here thinking about that, an article popped up from TJR Wrestling, and it says CM Punk's WWE run is what Return to Wrestling was supposed to be. This is by Matt Plum. Give credit where credit's due, okay? Um, the Chicago native made a surprise return to WWE at Survivor Series in 2023 despite years of vitriol, okay? Punk's unexpected return also came less than 12 weeks after he was let go from Tony Khan's AEW after Tony Khan felt threatened that he was going to beat his ass up. The fracas with Jack Perry marked the second backstage scrap of the year for Punk, who battled alongside long-term friend Ace Steel against the AEW EVPs, the Bucks, and Kenny Omega in another unsavory behind-the-scenes incident, which we now know as the Brawl Out or the Cupcake debacle, whatever you want to call it. CM Punk's return to WWE has been a much happier affair for the Chicago native. However, a pal and former trainer, Ace Steel, recently revealed to Huge Pop Radio that his most recent WWE return for the voice of the voiceless is everything the former WWE champion wanted it to be. So Ace Steel goes on and says, and I quote, Punk is loving all of it. When he comes down to visit me and says, the kids asked me to come down to the performance center, I said, I know what you're doing. I see you all the time. Go have fun. This is what his return to wrestling was supposed to be. Him to walk in, he's changing in the locker room. He doesn't want an extra locker room. He doesn't want to sit apart from everybody. He wants to be in the mix and with the people and answering questions, and they're asked of him. It's just great for him. I said this before when he was out of wrestling, and I would get asked on a podcast, and like, he loves wrestling. He loved wrestling more when we were traveling the roads, making 40, $50 or whatever it is, making the long trips, because that's what it is. That was the grassroots of it. So CM Punk is announced to be on NXT because they will be moving to the CW. And if y'all don't know, if you're interested in NXT, the CW is actually a free app. You can download it. Now, I've been watching shows on the CW. Now, if they're going to start charging, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, because I'm over these fucking streaming services, especially since Hulu decided to raise their prices. Meanwhile, there's no more WWE content on Hulu. Another conversation for a different day. Anyway, so here's the thing. Monday, Punk is about to come out there and talk or whatever. He's going to make a special announcement on NXT. So I get where CM Punk wants to just be needed and feel wanted around the room. He wants to be Uncle Punk. He wants to be Unc. Like Papa H is Papa H. CM Punk wants to be Uncle. He wants you to come and ask questions and pick his brain about the business and maybe ask him to do a move with you or get him in the ring and he can share what he knows, and he wants to feel like he's a part of something, and that's great. But I need him to fucking wrestle. I don't understand what's going on. You could still float around the performance center and fuck around with the NXT as they come up. You can still, help Carmelo Hayes out or Ilya Dragunov, and maybe even the old guys. Maybe you could. Braun Strowman needs all the help he could get with his big doofy ass. But I need you to work. Like, I don't know what's going on with all this conversation. I don't want to. You said you going. It's going to be a what he be saying, a clobber stopper or whatever the fuck he said. It ain't no clobbering going on. I need him to get more physical in this ring. If this is going to be his last run, he need to start showing me some shit. Because I'm getting a little bit tired of it. Now it's supposed to be a Hell in a Cell down to the Bad Blood. So he better be coming out in a stretcher. Since he going to be on hiatus for 6-7 weeks after this Hell in a Cell PLE. But whatever, it was just quick. I just had to read the article. So Punk wants to be Uncle Punk. But Punk needs to fucking work. What do you think? Am I missing something? Is this run of Punk good? Is it giving you what you wanted? Or is it missing something? I think it's missing something.